Hey guys, Lisa Figueroa here, board certified criminal defense attorney in Florida. Back to talk to you about Sean Gathright. We've been covering Alicia Andrews and the whole Julio murder trial, and recently the verdict came back on the penalty phase for all four of the co-defendants, life without parole. Now, if you want to know more about that, we're going to be doing a live with Katnott Williams and a Q&A for death penalty questions and my take on the outcome of the trial and all of that. But what I wanted to talk to you guys about was the crazy Instagram, social media blitz that is happening on behalf of Sean Gathright. Apparently, there's this whole Instagram and GoFundMe and petition for his appeal after, as you know, he's the only one who took the stand and accepted responsibility. And now he's raising money for, I guess, some sort of appeal. And we're going to go through some of what has been posted and what's been shared, some of the reactions to that, and find out what you guys think about it. But before we do, don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, let's go. We're going to start off with his caption on his Instagram. Why are you laughing at me? Anyways, okay. Whatever. Listen, I got to tell you, this is a whole new world. Like when I started practicing law, there was no posting on Instagram and just telling the world, especially after you've just been sentenced to life, just being in jail. There were no tablets. There was no email that you could just communicate. And now there's this whole platform that you have, that this person who has been sentenced and convicted for premeditated murder now has a voice and a following. He's got more followers on Instagram than I do. And so anyway, and a management team. But let's go through it, see what you guys think. So the first caption, first post is this. Hello, family, friends, and supporters. My name is Sean Gathright, and this is my new official Instagram account where I will be updating and posting content regarding my journey. Content? He's going to be a content creator from behind bars. Wow. And then what is, you used to have to write a book. Maybe write a book, put it down, pen and paper, and send it to someone and hope, or maybe some documentary would want to come and interview you after the fact. But I mean, that was the best you could do. I am all about, we've talked about it, I'm all about redemption. I'm all about being a voice and a light to a broken world and saying, hey, I messed up and, whatever, that platform. But this is a whole new ball game. Like, really? I don't know. And how long are they going to let this go on? Could be a good thing. Or not. Now people just be famous after they go do something. That's crazy. No, take that out. Anyway, I don't know. So, okay, feel free to reach out. I'll be sharing a message very soon. Feel free to reach out. This is like, I was watching the documentary on Wade Wilson, something about your worst ex ever. And they said how he was getting all these calls. They do a public records request of the calls to the jail. And there's just girls like, hey, baby, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what is this? You get it because you're cute and you're behind bars? Like, what about poor Davion? Like, what is No, I'm just saying. No. I mean, is he going to get the same amount of love and attention? Like, it just blows my mind. All right. Anyway, sorry. I digress. Thank you to anyone who has reached out with supporting messages, prayers, and/or donations. Donations. You can profit. I think that there used to be rules that you couldn't profit off of your conviction. I don't know. This fight is not over, and I haven't given up on myself or my future, which is good. Neither has my family, my girlfriend, or my friends. He has a girlfriend? Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whether you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces patience. Let patience finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. Bible verse, James 1. So yeah, that's his first post out the gate. Okay, so then the next post is like a little, I don't even know what they call these, but he says, hey, everyone, thank you to anyone who has already reached out with supporting messages, prayers, or words of encouragement. It truly means a lot. So people are already reaching out. I am doing my best to read and respond to every message. I know it's hard. I will be getting transferred to another facility soon, and I will update my contact information once I receive it. My email's in the bio if you'd like to leave your information for me to contact you. Gosh, man, I feel bad for the... It used to be really boring when you got locked up. Now, this opens up a whole new world of entertainment for the person who is You know, I mean, for good or bad, I don't know. I'm just not sure. I think that some people are going to have a problem with it and it might end up changing the rules. Look at Melly. That's why he doesn't have access to a lot of stuff because of how you can, I don't know. Maybe that's not why. And then with Melly, he already had such a huge platform. So if you do, God forbid, one thing wrong or off, then all of a sudden they take it away in an instant. And now for the next, 5 years, he has like no access and no voice. And he hasn't even been convicted. This guy's been convicted and almost got the death penalty. But he's got to GoFundMe. And no, hey, like if that was my son, right? Like I get it. I get it. I'm not, it's just kind of mind blowing because it's a whole different world that we're living in and what avenues there are to communicate a message, which could make a difference, right? If people are willing and open to receive it. And if it's coming from the right place. I think the thing that most surprised me or caught my attention was seeing a video visit with him at the jail and he's talking. And I'm like, how is this on social media? Because again, these were things that were just normally private. And of course, they're always recorded, but he's communicating to you guys or to whoever is listening on a post. And usually at the jail, you can't even use a three-way call. You're not supposed to call one person and get someone else on the phone. And here, you're just recording the video call, which First Amendment, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the rules are. I'm usually not on that side of things, but this is interesting. So someone is recording. Do we know who it is? Is it his sister, his mama, his girlfriend? Okay, so someone is recording him as they're doing a live video visit, and which he's now going to give his message to the world.
What's up, everybody? It's Sean. I'm just reaching out to y'all, just to give y'all a quick update about my situation. Right now, they got me in confinement. It's just a protocol thing after Friday, but I should be out of here soon. And reaching back out to everybody. I've seen, I've heard that a lot of y'all have been reaching out to my Instagram page at the official Sean G. This is my real page. This is the page that I will be, communicating to the outside world from, through my management team and stuff like that. I really appreciate all the messages and, all the comments and the likes and the shares and the donations. It means more than y'all can understand. Like, it truly means a lot in a difficult time like this. We all know that God has the last word, and I just really appreciate y'all for seeing me in a different light. Y'all will be hearing from me soon. Like I said, I just have to get out of confinement, take a couple days, but I appreciate y'all. I love every single one of y'all, and yeah, that's it. Thank you.
I don't know, guys. This is a hard one. And I do this because I have a heart for people. And I always say I don't represent criminals, I represent people. People who've either made a mistake or wrongfully accused. And that can be a whole gamut of things. I wanted to bring this to light because it really is just a new day. I mean, the trajectory of how law is practiced, how trials are displayed online for everyone to see, has really changed the game in terms of the court proceedings and now the impact and the platform that is being given. I don't want to do anything that's going to condone or promote violence, or dead ops. Like, really, like, this is what, at the same time, if someone's wrongfully convicted, to be able to have a platform and use your voice and be able to leverage technology in a way that helps potentially right a wrong, right? I'm all for that. But if you believe that somebody, and the jury believed that he was involved in this and he accepted responsibility for it and he's been convicted, if you're going to leverage it for good and use your voice to then tell other young people, hey, don't make the mistake I did, that's one thing. But I don't know. I don't know what the end game is, but it really does open up a whole new conversation about what we can do with these tools that we have at our disposal and how long is it going to be allowed to happen? And are changes going to be made with the laws to restrict some of this? I don't know. And so there's also a fundraiser, a GoFundMe. And I know that we saw there was one in the Edric Files case trying to raise money for his appeal. Shout out Lawyer podcast, YouTube. He was doing a deep dive in the Edric Files case again to kind of bring it back to top of mind. I noticed the last time when they were doing the GoFundMe or whatever the version, I think is like Give, Send, Go, they had a fund and it was trying to raise 225,000. It's up to 55. It was up to 32,000 back then when Kat did this live fundraiser. And it's crazy how appeals work. So within 30 days of the sentence, they have to file a notice of appeal. That's going to happen in every case. So that is going to happen in this case. And then the first point of attack is a direct appeal that goes to any errors that the judge may have made. Remember all of those motions? We did a video on some of the motions to suppress. So all of those, if it was wrong, especially with Gathright, some of it, the information that they got was because of the traffic stop, because of what was found in the car and potentially what was found on the phone. And there were motions to get that evidence thrown out. If that was an error, then the case would come back without their ability to use that evidence. So that's one of the points of appeal and probably why they're trying to raise some money. So apparently he has a GoFundMe and it says, "Dear friends, family, and supporters, this is a fundraiser on behalf of Sean Gathright's family. He's only 20 years old and is currently facing the fight of his life after being convicted in a case that has completely changed the course of his future. Anyone who truly knows Sean knows he is not the person being portrayed by this case. Sean is deeply loved by his family, friends, and community, and during this difficult time, we're asking for support to help his loved ones navigate the emotional and financial burdens that come with this situation. Donations will go towards supporting Sean's family and ensuring they are able to remain present and supportive throughout this process. We know Sean beyond the media portrayal and continue to believe in his heart, his humanity, and his potential for growth. We believe every young person deserves the opportunity for redemption, healing, and the chance to become better." I agree with that. More than anything, we ask for prayers, compassion, and support for everyone affected, big letters. No donation is too small, and even sharing this fundraiser means more than you know. We believe God is still working, even in seasons of pain and uncertainty. As difficult as this road is, Sean still has people who love him deeply and refuse to give up on him. Thank you for taking the time to read our story and supporting us in any way you can. This fundraiser is being ran by his mother, Miss Lyle. With God, all things are possible. Yeah, so they don't speak to any kind of appeal. Now, they say that they're raising $24,000 is the goal, and they have $829 so far. I don't know. Again, it's just a whole different ballgame. I don't know what you guys think about that. I'm not sure I know what I think about it, honestly, because it's just still kind of blows me away that this is even a thing. But it's a conversation that needs to be had. It's happening. The gun violence, gang violence, all of that needs to stop. Young boys and girls' lives are being taken away, and it's not impacting just the people in there. You saw all the people, right? It's not Julio Charles Jones' family and everybody who supported him and loved his music and wanted different, right, for his life. And then now these four co-defendants, Alicia Andrews, they have family. A lot of these men, they had children, and they're going to grow up with their father behind bars, which is better than them getting the death penalty, which is obviously better than them getting sentenced to death, which would have been a whole nother level of trauma or maybe closure than for the victim's family. So I don't know, but nothing, that's a whole nother conversation about. And I don't know that I've seen anything about what Charles Jones's mom, Fulio's mom, feels since the jury came back and said life instead of death. But I do know what she posted after the guilty verdict. Did y'all see that? That get back. And it's true. It's like vindicating. She'd been saying, I also saw another post where she talked about, look, if he was so wrong, the gang unit in Jacksonville, they would have picked him up for something, right? And Fulio wasn't charged with any kind of murder or anything. I mean, he had his music. Was it just a show? They don't have him linked up to no kind of crime. So as a mom whose son was just gunned down in the freaking street, essentially, for all of this and for making music, yeah, it is get back, right? And hopefully there's nothing is going to bring her son back, but maybe there's a little piece of comfort in knowing that the jury saw it for what it was. I don't know how she feels about the death penalty not being imposed, but that's where it's at. But the case is over for now. But this adds another sort of level of salt in the wound that now potentially the people that were convicted of her son's murder are now given this platform and ability to raise money and post content. And, you know, I don't know. What do you think about that? Who cares what I think about it? But yeah, let me know what you think. I appreciate you guys always watching. We'll be back with some more videos soon. Take care.